Don't you go thinking that we're done here in the city, because we are not. We've got a couple more things going on. We still have Unsolved Riddle, which I think wants me to just go here and maybe have a discussion about it. Have we... Maybe all along what we were supposed to do is investigate a bunch of different lights and then maybe discuss it at a rest spot? I don't know. But also we're looking for Jourlietta. She should be literally right here. Perfect. We found her. Is this the moment that she rejects him because she's fallen in love with Lands? My Jourlietta!
Oh, Romero mine. I can't believe you really found the thing.
I'm only sorry that I made you wait.
What nonsense, dear. It's all my father's fault. And who is this?
Some friends who helped me out. I hear that Garrett's here as well.
Yes, here. Wait, is Garrett Jourlietta's father? See, father, it's exactly as I said. Romero kept his word and found the stone.
Yep, that's definitely a jeweled pebble. Did you find this on your own? I had some help from these, my worthy companions! I changed friends because it seemed more fitting. Ouroboros they are! Or did you know? Such stout companions! Also, did you know they're going to end the war with Mobius too? Well, you've certainly kept your promise and brought back a jeweled pebble. But I don't forget, this task was set to see if you were worthy of Jourlietta. If other people helped you, I don't think we can use it to judge your worthiness. Ah, I see, yes. I see how that might be the case. And what about the other marriage condition?
Why, father, is there more we have to do?
He has to leave the lost numbers. To this I have to say, I won't leave my lost numbers friends behind. I signed up for your Jourlietta's sake. I have to fight the world for her alone. Fight to save it, I think, is what it actually said. I've been here for a while, can you tell?
My Serito Romero.
Sorry, them's the terms. You want to marry her, then retire. Yeah. Maybe consider running away together.
Oh, cruel man, you say such awful things. You never understand. I hate you.
How old is she, like 15? What? So after all that, this marriage thing isn't even happening? So it seems. Oh, this could end quite traumatically if the story continues after this, as I assume it does, and it goes any of the directions you might think a Romero and Joulietta story would go in. Why do we need to be at this canteen? Why do we need to sit down right here? Are we supposed to be discussing the riddle, perhaps? Is that what it wants me to do? City's discontent, news, kite, missing officer. I mean, look, there's a ton of stuff that we could discuss. It doesn't really appear like any of it has anything to do with what we are doing at the present. So I'm going to back off and assume that actually the mark is on the roof. And we have to... Was that Monica? Wait a minute. There's Mwamba and Monica. Now, Mwamba and Monica hanging out together, huh? That's weird. I wonder if she's like trying to get him to spill all of his nasty little secrets about us. I'm just assuming we have those. I don't know. So what was it like growing up with Ouroboros? I don't remember. That's Mwamba. I don't really remember much. I think I might have gotten killed on a wild ride. It's all a bit fuzzy. Bless his heart. We knew he wasn't long for this world. And then they brought him back, and because I didn't allow myself to get invested with him in the first place... Oh, here we go! Here we go! Count the lights! There's 15 of them for sure! I was right the first time. It is 15 lights!
Hey, do you think this is the box? It has an X on it and everything.
At the foot of 15 lights. So, at the bottom of where there are 15 lights. We solved it. Looks like it.
Let's go back to Rebelli Plaza then.
I thought for sure we'd, like, cracked the code last time when I realized that I'd cracked the code wrong the first time. But then it turns out that I cracked the code right the first time, and it was wrong the second time, and should have just stuck to my gut instincts. Can I get there from here? What is this path? What am I doing? Where's this leading? Oh, someone's got their clothes out here? Oh, we're just back in the canteen! No, we're not! We're on the street! This was ages ago that we accepted this little mission. I'm going to be surprised if the kids didn't beat us to the punch at this point, because they've had months. All boxes are found! Everyone worked very hard! Well done! We rock! I must have run around half the city. So, what happens to the boxes now? Now is open boxes and enjoy contents! Yay! Open the boxes! Open the boxes! Each box was opened. Hang on. There's notes in here. Let me see. 28756 Memory House capped. That's all of them. So then, is this another clue? That one's even harder to get than the last one. That's why we had to find all of them in it, put them together, and they mean something. Look, join them up like this. Capped Memory House. Like snow-capped. But what would this memory house be? Could be the Memorial Hall, but what's above there? A road? Wait, I know! It's the... okay. Calum Residential Quarter. It has to be. I heard they've got spare places to stay up there. What? San, you're so clever. That must be it. Right. So what's this 28756 number then? Some kind of coordinates to this residential quarter or something? It could be the flat number. Nah, I don't think there are that many flats. What if we move it around in the message? It's probably not that complicated. Probably. I thought you were the one who designed these clues. Meh! But then, who did? Gigi not at liberty to... I've got it! It's a key code! I bet the flat's got a door where you have to punch in the number to open it! That's it, it has to be! Shauna, how are you so amazing? Hehe. In that case, it looks like we've somehow stumbled across our second answer. Gigi's already saved these very special clues. Gigi unable to solve by self, but Gigi know you capable to solve. Of course we can. Let's see if we were right. To the flats on the top of Memorial Hall. Shine her away. Well, I've got no sparking idea who set this up. Let's keep playing along for now. Gigi's clearly at a loss without us. Oh, if we must. I'm not one to leave a mystery unresolved. Is this going to take us to that door that I asked about previously that was locked? Not the one inside of the inn, or the barracks or whatever, but the one over here that I tried to enter and it was... You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Literally right back here next to where Gray lives. If that's the case, I'm going to be so pleased. Because there's the answer to that mystery solved immediately. Oh my gosh, it is. Okay. And inside we find Tora. No, we find a boy. Would you look at that? It really worked! But there's nothing here. I don't think that's quite right. There's a note. Return to the founder, bringing tribute. Meh! It's the next clue! How many of these are there? And then the next one will lead to another clue, and another clue, and another clue, and you'll never find it, because there is no treasure! And Gigi think this last one. How can you be sure? Because Gigi no answer of clue. I think I know too. Founder must mean like the statues of the founders, right? That not correct. Founder mean person who start thing. So it person who make clues. It point to friend of Gigi. But what about this tribute thing? That easy. It thing that is favor to founder. And founder like torpedo wrap. Boo, this is just grocery shopping. It not at all. Real question behind this is difficult question that Gigi not able to answer. Gigi need help of everyone to solve last clue. We can do it. We still want to get the treasure. Yeah, we'll do it easy peasy. Well, we ain't gonna leave you high and dry after coming this far, are we? Gigi very grateful. First, we need torpedo wrap from best torpedo wrapsmith Gigi know. And where is that going to end up being? Oh, can we not get back into that room ever again? Oh, no, here it is. Okay, I mean, I don't know why I wanted to. There's not a whole lot going on there. Senna has, like, the cutest, especially in this outfit, the cutest little run animation. She is adorable. We must protect her at all costs. Where am I going? Hold on, we've got to actually track this quest. There we go. And then what we can do is we can show the route. Oh, we love it! It's like the follow orb in X that I forgot existed and literally never used except for right after I got it. Who gave that to me? Was that Tatsu? Tetsu? Tatsu. It was Tatsu. Yeah, Tatsu. And then Lin Ku tried to eat him several times, and unfortunately never succeeded. Torpedo Rapsmith. No, calm down, man. This is the place Gigi told us to go to. Get your freshly made torpedo wraps here. Sweet salty, choose your topping.
Gotta watch the pennies.
Do we have to watch the pennies? I don't feel like that's accurate. We can only buy the one. Enjoy! This should be fun, right? Incorrect. One extra sweet plumage honey torpedo wrap, please. There you go. Thank you. I didn't even know they did them like that. This only available on special menu. It's very sweet and tasty. But one you just bought also tasty. Gigi would like you to savor. You could have told us that earlier. To miss out on the toppings is a grievous blow indeed. And he's still on about the food. Now everything ready. So, where's this founder person anyway? Near to here. At top of back alley steps. I don't think I've ever met anyone I wanted to meet at the top of a back alley. You know what I mean? There's not but trouble in back alleys. We were just up here, though, recently. I'm assuming we're going to get up there via the ladder behind the building. Yeah, we were literally... do folks remember seeing anyone up here? I don't recall, but it's perfectly possible that there was someone, and I just wasn't paying enough attention to notice it. Let's see here. Okay. Well, there's no one here now. Noah's already, like, down there trying to find them, bless him. Maybe they'll materialize? Maybe this is where they live. Where's the tribute? Here, as desired, extra sweet plumage honey torpedo wrap. Perfect. Oh, it's a child. Yeah. Hi. Nice to meet you. Who are you people? Friends who help solve clues. Gigi, make introduction. This is creator of Treasure Hunt. Wait, please. Gigi, understand. Azalea always looking outside here. Azalea go out at night and play alone. What Azalea really wants is not torpedo wrap. It's friends to play with. No, I don't need friends. Azalea. Something eating you up, isn't it? Something sad. What was it that happened? What are you thinking? Will you tell me? If I'm alone, I can't get any more lonely than this. Mom got ill and died. I hate being left behind. Oh, that's a sad goodbye to make. My mom passed away as well, so I know how you feel. Yours too? But this is different. I had so much fun today solving those clues, and everyone helped. Maybe one day we won't be together anymore, but that makes it even more important to be together now, right? Like, if we weren't together now, I'd just forget it later. What kind of games do you like to play, Azalea? I don't really know. Okay, then our next game is finding something Azalea likes. I love solving tough problems, which is why I had so much fun with your puzzles, Azalea. Well, I guess, but come on, give us another hint. Hit me. You want me to? Now? Whoever solves it wins the torpedo wrap. But there's only one. Then you'd better play to win. Okay, who goes first? Me. I'll do it. Hey, how can I win if I don't get to answer? That's all worked out rather nicely. Gigi, very grateful. Thank you. Question of how to find Azalea's friends to make with was hardest puzzle of all. Gigi unable to solve this puzzle for longest time, so that's why Gigi get everyone involved. I think this was a nice opportunity. Let's just watch them for a while. Yeah, let's all just sit down and watch the children. Nothing weird about that, Noah. You creep.
Always nice to have more friends.
And they're gone. I guess they didn't like Noah watching them play either. No doubt they're probably all together somewhere, though. In fact, I bet if we, run around the city, we'll be able to locate the three of them together and have a conversation with them. Oh, Rosanna! What are you doing here? Please be careful, my love. Yeah, I will. I'll be back. Don't worry. Where is Gray? Where is he talking from? What, Gray, how did you do that? Oh my gosh. Hi, I'm Boxy. Okay, Boxy wants nothing to do with us. That's fair. Wait, what? Shiner and his friends have been together a lot recently. What are they up to? They said adults aren't allowed in on the secret. I just hope they aren't up to anything too mischievous. Look at that, we've already... Oh my goodness, city children. They're all getting along together now. We love to see that for Azalea. Hey, Azalea, speaking of, my dad came back. He was surprised by how big I'd gotten when he saw me. It was a big surprise for me, too. I mean, I thought I was never going to see him again. Thank you so much for helping my dad and everyone else. Oh my gosh, was your dad one of the prisoners, maybe? Azalea, did we save your dad and give you friendship? You are so welcome, young one. Azalea greeted me just a moment ago. She looks a lot brighter to me. I think that's because she made some friends. I see her playing in the plaza a lot. Good, yes, city's children. We love to see that. I don't know if this is leading to a quest, or if maybe it's just leading to the group sitting down and discussing how weird kids are that are under the age of 10. It's a little bit concerning every time. Okay, so I can run around town all day trying to find people having conversations about children, or we can go ahead and lock in our next mission, which I think will still be around town, because there's a ton to do around here. Let's see what we've got up next. I think we might go with City Discontent. Apparently the people around here are discontent. It's understandable that people are stressed and worried, with everything that's happened. But the city folk are really starting to get up in arms about it. I guess raids were normal for us back in the colonies. We just took that kind of thing for granted. To them, fighting was something that happened in the outside world. You can understand how seeing one of their fundamental beliefs shattered is going to cause some unhappiness. Suppose. But then you've got those conservative types who are already afraid of this kind of thing would happen. Seems like they're already in a state of panic. You're right, everything feels quite precarious right now. I hope everyone in the city's okay. Should we maybe talk to Monica and Travis about it all? I think we should. I hope we can do something to help. I think we hope we can do something to help and maybe form sentences properly. Right on. Let's go find Monica and Travis. Travis, Lieutenant, how are you? Look, I'll be fully honest with you. I don't know why I was singing. I have no explanation. Yeah, lots of unhappy voices in the city these days. That's way far. That is not in. That was Gondor, if anything. You know what? They're related. Let's roll with it. The Doyles are acting as mediators at the moment. I'm just waiting for Garrett to give me a summary of the situation. For once, I'm grateful for his meddling. I'm afraid he'll align himself with these concerned citizens in the end. So that's where we're at. Now we just have to work out how to... We've got trouble. What's going on? A number of armory units have taken off without authorization. Seems they were commandeered by soldiers and civilians alike. The soldiers on guard seem to have been bribed to look the other way. Travis, it's just one thing after another. Assess the situation ASAP. Monica, this means people who aren't in the lost numbers have left the city, doesn't it? But what are they hoping to accomplish? We found them, boss. We tracked their signal are the signal of one of the stolen armor units. Seems they're heading towards Vinisog Holm. Understood. We'll head out there. Personally, naturally, prepare for immediate departure. One step ahead of you, boss. Monica, we'll come too. Okay. We'll make a move as soon as we're ready. Can I ask you to go on ahead and provide some defense? Of course. Let's go to Vinisog Holm. Man, you would think after 103 hours I would know where that is. Apparently it's in the Cadencia region. I could have guessed, because that is what was originally right outside the city before the city moved. Oh, it's down here at the island. The island where we had our first rendezvous with the girl before we did the prison break. You know, the prison we can't get back into for abstract and arbitrary reasons, you know. I did think that the name sounded familiar. I knew that I had heard it before, I just didn't know where from or why. And it turns out it was from that mission. Ouroboros. So you're the ones who stole those armory units. Why did you come out here? We want independence from the city. We should apologize for the crudness of our departure. It does say crudeness. I realize that now, having read the word and had time to think about it. But we'd like to leave us if we'd... Oh, good lord. You should have known where this was going after crudness. But we'd like you to leave us in peace from now on. Did you talk this through with Monica? I'm sorry that this might get a bit violent, but I'll have to ask you to leave now. Oof! Maybe you'll feel more like chatting when your automations, automatons even, are all lying in a neat little scrap heap. Why is reading so hard? I mean, to be fair, it's not even the reading, it's specifically the out loud bit, as has been discussed so many times at this point. I don't even know why I keep bringing it up. Maybe I should practice by reading aloud to myself. Because I don't read out loud, I read quietly in my head, and it's quick and efficient. But maybe if I force myself to, like, start reading books and things out loud into the emptiness of my own home, and forcing myself to stop and correct when I speak words out of order, or, like, self-insert a different word because I'm reading too quickly, maybe my reading aloud in a reasonable order and pace would improve? But the problem is, even then, I still can't speak right. Even then, I still speak wrong. Well, we killed them all. No independence for those guys, I'm afraid. It's a real shame, because honestly, personally, I don't see any reason why they shouldn't be allowed to leave the city. I mean, sure, they shouldn't have stolen automatons, but if they want to go live in a cave by themselves, that's on them. What made you want to leave the city? I would have thought you could work it out. You must have heard the story of the old city, built somewhere else, destroyed by Mobius. Yeah, I know the story. We heard about it from Garrett. And there was that Mobius attack. If they ever actually got past our defenses, there won't be anything we can do about it. We came to the conclusion that we had no option but to leave if we wanted to stay alive. I see. We don't really care if you accuse us of cowardice. This is our choice for our future. Our aim is to avoid the total annihilation of the city. If we survive, then we can build up our strength, and in a few hundred years we might even be able to tackle Mobius. I understand your point of view, but as Elder, I have to order you back to the city. But we aren't trying to stop the lost numbers from fighting. So why? You didn't make any preparations before you left the city, did you? Well, I mean, if Garrett backs you up on this, then you should present your plans formally to the Senate. There's a Senate? There's a Senate? There's been no mention of a Senate up until now. There's been the lost numbers, the conservatives, the hardliners. There's been an elder council. I have not heard... Is Palpatine in this game? You're gonna go talk to him?
Yes, leave the city and see how long you make it on your little island.
It's my best Palpatine. It's not even my best Palpatine. I'm a little bit on the tired side. My voice is starting to go. I'm not denying your choice. So will you go back and think your plan through? Okay, we'll talk it through with Garrett. You sure you haven't just caused a massive spark storm there? If they can come up with a workable plan, then we can analyze it. The future has many potential forms. They'll probably have sorted something out by the time we settle things with Mobius. I guess, yeah. Sorry to drag you out here. We should head back too. Or, I mean, the quest could just end immediately, and that's fine too. We got some flood socks, which will be handy. We are in the ocean after all. You don't want to get your feet wet. That would be unpleasant. Okay, so I've gone through all of my quests a few times now, and it looks like we've got 2 more, specifically, that I think definitely relate to the city. One is a novel book, and I know that that's one of them, because I remember hearing that conversation in the city. And then we've got Gondor's Grumblings, which is going to be a hero quest. It's going to be an Ascension quest. I think we'll go with a novel book, because I'm sure it will be short, and then we can do Gondor's Grumblings.
We should talk about
Kind of looking to wrap up soon at the moment, this particular session. So, yeah, doing something short, and then maybe getting some shut-eye would be appreciated. What's a novel? They're all the rage in the city. Some kind of book or something, I don't know. A book? Can't be that good, then. I get the feeling they're pretty different from the textbooks we used to have to read. Oh? Different how? I don't know the details. Are you curious, though, Mio? Just a little. Should we read one of these novels and see what it's like? Yes! Let's see if we can find one to buy in the city. Okay, yeah, so we're just going to be wandering around and trying to pick a book for the group to read. Maybe they'll have Peter Pan! I almost said Peter Pettigrew, which is not a book, is from a book, is in itself not a book. I would read that, though. Are you kidding me? Peter Pettigrew story? I mean, provided it's written in the style of Harry Potter and not written in the style of the Fantastic Beast films, which is to say, no style. Trash, garbage, bad. Drunken mess. I do not know what happened to JK. Maybe she should just have written a series of books. Maybe she should have written the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them book series. Not the textbook, but the book series. And then had someone else adapt those to screen. Just throwing that out there. Maybe she doesn't know how to write a movie. Just throwing that out there. Welcome to Shop of Wellwell. What Wellwell can do for friends. We were wondering if you have any novels. Novels, of course. Question borders on silly. What genre friends looking for? What? Sorry, genre? Look, we have no idea, okay? What's popular in the city? You want popular novel? That easy. Current bestseller is latest volume of Founder's Tale. The Founder's Tale? That's the title of a novel, is it? Right on money. Would friends care to buy?
pennies.
Absolutely, I would. Do you have any other books that you can sell, or just this one? Because that's a little bit weird. A novelized chronicle of the city's founders, the first Ouroboros. Yeah, we should probably read that. Thinkings for patronage. Friends chose well to choose well. Oh, I love that as a business slogan. If your name was well, oh, come on. Story of Founder's Tale is epic. Narrative of Ouroboros were first founders of city. So it's a record that the founders themselves left behind. That's right. That framing device of novel. Framing what? Wait, are you sure we can afford to sell something so important for such a low price? That interesting take. Friends certainly have lively sense of curiosity. Well, do one better. Why not meet Miss Leanne, author of novel directly? We can meet the person who actually wrote this book. Miss Leanne often go for constitutional in Virid Park. She lady of lofty wisdom, so well certain that she able to satisfy friends' curiosity. That's like curiosity, but you're carrying on. Sometimes I speak wrong. Listen. Let me have this, okay? Leave me alone. Hey, it's Vane. So the Conservatives are starting to reach a consensus, are they? I sort of knew this would happen, but they've yet to converge on a realistic proposal. Garrett's not giving straight answers either. It seems we have no choice but to entrust the future to the elders in Ouroboros. So please protect the city and all of us within it. Yes, of course, we promise. Wow, he gave up on that dream to leave the city, didn't he? What on earth is happening down there? Oh, that's my destination. Oh, I thought there was just a fire down there. We could probably turn that off. I don't really think we need it all that badly. It's nice to have, but not if it's going to cost... Was that Jagger again? He's got the moves. Allegedly. So it's been explained to me. Oh yeah, this is a Leanne-looking type.
Excuse me, but would you happen to be Leanne?
I would indeed. Can I help you?
Well told us that you're the person who wrote the Founder's Tale.
Goodness, to think that our generation of Ouroboros would take an interest in my humble scribbles. Basically, we don't really get this whole novel thing.
Of course. That's only natural.
I don't know why this is the voice I've landed on for Leanne.
I believe there isn't much in the way of printed storytelling outside the city, correct?
Yes, I'd say so. Is it something like a diary?
Well, you're not entirely wrong, in that I'm trying to recreate in detail the lives of the founders, but it's different from a real diary because I've made most of it up.
What do you mean, made it up?
Well, to put it simply, it's sort of all lies.
What? You just pulled it out of your ass?
Of course, I do strive...
I'm sorry, arse. My apologies.
I do strive to be, to the best of my ability, to make sure it hews close to the truth. There are so few documents and materials left in the city from the Founder's time. So regardless, I would always have had to weave guesses and interpretations into my work to fill the gaps.
That said, it's probably time to lay down my pen. What do you mean? You don't want to write anymore?
Imagination has its limits. I've come to the end of the line. I just don't know where I'd take the story from here.
But you're mega popular, ain't you? Doesn't everyone love your novels?
They do, which is why I've been hoping for inspiration to strike. Though you two naked ladies certainly strike... you could say inspiration really has dropped from the heavens right in front of me.
Oh, you could say a couple of things dropped out of the heavens, am I right? Am I right? Hey-oh!
Pardon? This truly is serendipitous.
Would you... Why this voice for this very young person?
Would you mind helping me conquer my writer's block?
Block? Today's just a day for learning new concepts, I suppose.
According to the records, sorry, I have a cold, next time you speak to me my voice will be normal, the 6 founders traveled throughout the world looking for a new land. I've managed to pinpoint the exact locations they visited on their journey to help further my research. Unfortunately, I lack the robust constitution of a soldier. Would you visit the places in my stead?
What exactly you want us to look for?
Let me see. If you happen upon anything that looks out of the ordinary there, you could bring it back. I'm trying to see if there's anything out there beyond the information we have in the records.
What other locations you'd like us to look at?
The distant fingertip and the Denag Desert in the Fornus region would be a great start. Then a couple of places in Pentalis, the ruins of Cebu, and the old Cliffside Way. Finally, a place in Cadencia called the Eternal Canopy. And that should be all.
So you're asking us to go to all those places? Seriously?
Get all your hardships out of the way while you're young. Once you get old, you can do the fun stuff, even if you want to. And I meant you can't. Again, I have a cold. I'm not speaking properly. I can't hold anything much heavier than a pen these days. Curse this old body. Oh, they are old.
Oh. Maybe the voice was fitting.
We'll help you, and we'll report back if we find anything. Thank you. I'll be waiting hear back from you, young folks.
Or they could just be messing with us because we have no way of knowing. Oh, wait. We must have already gotten something then, because it wants us to report back.
You're back. Did you find anything?
So we're looking for leathery wing fossil, rusted pressure helm, sinister faceplate, shiny hexagonal chip, and grimy identification. Shiny hexagonal chip? What does that mean? A sinister faceplate, grimy identification. All right. Yeah. I'm on my... I heard you. So much for me thinking this was going to be a quick, short little breeze, eh? Fortunately, we've been to most of these places before, so I imagine it's just going to be a matter of fast traveling as we did. Oh, it's these guys again!
Hey, for crying out loud! What are they doing here? Save it for later, here they come!
No, but really, what are they doing here? Wait, did we ever figure out what these guys were all about? We faced them... They showed up in the... Where were the jungle? They were in the jungle, I remember that. They showed up in the jungle, I think that... well, I say jungle. The Wildwoods. I think it's the first time we saw them. And then, again, on a... Ooh, it was a... I think... I keep trying to say quest. It was a mission for one of... Was it Colony 9? It could have been Colony 4. One of the... It was either Colony 9 or Colony 4 had some dead soldiers somewhere that had been killed, it looked like, by these things, or attacked by these things. Or something along those lines. And we haven't figured out what they are yet. They're Levnesses that turn invisible. I mean, that is what they are literally. We haven't figured out what their deal is yet, is what I should say. Oh my gosh, Senna, you're so right, and I love it. Again, they're really putting these things like right next to fast travel points, and I appreciate that. Oh, there's a thing on the map. Hold on, there's a question mark. Where's that at? Wow, it looked like it was really close by. Is it referring to this one literally over here? Yeah, we should probably go see what that's all. It's probably our Ascension quest for Alexandria. By the way, I have a question. I forgot about this in the time since I recorded it. Is Alexandria like... She's like 15? Because they say she's in her 6th term, I think. And when you start... How do I get up there? Do we... Ah! Did not expect that to be there when I turned around. Sorry, everyone. Everybody just remain calm. Did not... that was not intentional. Probably not this direction. This seems to probably likely be a dead end, right? Oh, okay. You come into the world and you're 10. And that's like 10 to 11 is your first term. And we know that you're in your 10th term when you're 19. Because we were told before the game came out that Mia was the oldest at 19 years old, and she is in her 10th term. And at the end of your 10th term, so when you turn 20, you become motes of light and fly away into the sky. Which means, if Alexandria is in her 6th term, she's like 15. That's weird, and it makes me uncomfortable. And I don't know why decisions were made the way that they were in the design department. Who are you? What happened to you? Alexandria is like one of the characters in this game who I would absolutely believe she is 30. Right? Like there's her and then Teach. Teach looks like he could be like 38. And he's not. He's got to be no older than Mio. But I mean, you look at he has this like dark past. You lived for 10 years. How can you have a dark past? 10 years ago, what was I doing 10 years ago? I think YouTube. Nothing's changed. Oh, Senna, never change, please. I love you and all your weird little adorable quirky things that you say. We're going to the Pentalis region now. Or Cadencia, whichever comes first. Wait a minute. Wait just a minute. It's showing all 3 objectives in that direction, but I know for a fact that Cadencia is over there. I guess that's because if we wanted to genuinely run to Cadencia, which I suppose we could do, that's a video I should make. I should just make a video of running from one end of Ionios to the other, and then ending where we started. You could do it, except for the part where you can't run through the city outside of the Kavesi Castle, because that one gate is closed for some abstract and arbitrary reason that is just infuriating to me. Why is that the case? Is there a side quest to fix that? You'd like to think no. Okay, so somewhere along in this region, more or less, is where we first ran into the invisible fellas. And now we're heading back there. I like that so far they've shown up to interfere with us one of the 2 times. And if they don't show up again, I'm just going to be really confused. See, this is going to a fade to black. Yeah, why?
Here's well.
Are they targeting us? Or perhaps...
Who cares? Let's take them down.
Maybe they're after the Founder's gear. For some reason. It's got to be Mobius shenanigans, right? Unless you're going to tell me these are the personal robot... No, I'm not going to say that. That's just going to get my hopes up. I was going to say these are the personal robots of, like, Rex and Shulk. They've gained immortality. They're just really old, and they're living underground. And they've got... they got Tora there, and they're building their own robots. And they're like, can you go out and find where we've left my baseball cap? They're still old. They're immortal, but they're old.
I left it when I was wandering around the Pentalis region. Tora, send the robot to find it.
Tora's just sick of their nonsense. Really Mrs. Poppy, bless him, because she's locked up inside of a vault. That's not the case. That's not... It could be mainly because that's dumb. That would be dumb. That would be so dumb for that to be the case. But it's fun to think about. So, if it follows the old formula, we should be able to just grab this one. Oh! Okay, a break from the there, not there formula that we've had for the last 3 items. Kind of hard to say that it's a formula, really, in those situations. Now that I think about it, it kind of has to... Maybe the actual formula is there, not there, there, not there, not there, there, not there. Unlikely, but possible. The other day, I watched one of my old... I mean, I didn't watch it all the way through. But I watched through part of... Wait, is there another one? Did we not get the one that was in Pentalis?
Was there another?
Yes, there was. Inside of the Urian Titan. Which, now that I think about it, might actually be where we first ran across... No, it wasn't. No, I remember now. As I was saying, I watched through part of one of my very first YouTube videos. It was terrible. The audio quality was terrible. I mean, this audio quality is not great either, but that's mainly because I think that the amp... What am I trying to say here? Let me think. I almost said bulb. The tube in my amp is going out, and that's why it sounds a bit funky. Got a new one coming in. But the audio quality was garbage. But one of the things that impressed me was I was able to basically not cut the video at all. I talked through the whole thing. And I don't know how to do that anymore. I've become so accustomed. Okay, see, if we had come here first, we would have had the there, not there, there pattern. And we borked it up. Anyway, I'm so used to just not talking so that I can cut things out of the video and trim down the video and make them faster and more intense. I don't know how to do it otherwise anymore. I genuinely, I don't think I could do it otherwise anymore. You're back. Oh, you're back. Did you find anything? Oh, I got my cough syrup, so I sound normal now.
Are we giving them?
We're giving them Leathery Wing Fossil. Not sure how that's relevant to the Founders. Rusted Pressure Helm. Okay. Rex, right? Like, maybe not Rex directly, but we know that one of the Founders, Rex was his mentor. And Rex would have had a pressure helm, okay. Sinister Faceplate, not sure. Leathery Wing Fossil. I don't think that would have been one of the Founders. Could have been Tora. Could have been Heropanureki. This shiny hexagonal chip sounds like something that Tora would have had for Poppy. We know Poppy's fine. And I don't know why he would be hanging out with the Founders anyway. Although I guess he would have outlived Rex and Shulk, and Nopon would have. So it's possible he was just traveling around with them. Grimy Identification. That's the one that they found... in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, when they're in... I wanted to say Mauritania. Moritha? Is that Maktha? Moritha, yeah, okay. when they're in Mortha and they find the identification card. Rex was just carrying around with him the whole time, and then he gave it to House Ortiz or whichever house it is that was inspired by Rex. I don't know anymore. He just walked around with Rex's pressure helm and an old identification card.
Let me see. All we found was this junk. Sorry we couldn't get anything better.
Not at all, not at all. This is wonderful. It's a better result than I could have hoped for.
Really? I don't see anything here.
What is that awful noise? Who is playing the flute poorly in my right ear? Good, can you stop, please? That is horrendous. It's awful child shrilling on pipe. It's so loud.
I don't see anything here that has even the slightest connection to the Founders. No, you're right. None of this is related to the Founders.
Are you joking?
But these things don't exist in any of our records. They're completely unknown. They may not be associated with the Founders, but they have more worth than that alone.
This has got to be a wind-up. It's just a bunch of rubbish.
Hey, do you think the Levnesses that attacked us were looking for these? Oh, sounds like you had a bit of an adventure. Now you've really piqued my interest. Just what are these? It's hard to imagine they come from our time, or even the Founders' time. Could they be even older?
Yes, it's coming to me.
What's coming?
My inspiration! It's all rushing back to me.
The old grey matter hasn't failed me yet. You've saved my work, thank you. You're sure this is fine? Of course. Now I'm sorry, but I must go. I want to put pen to paper while these ideas are still fresh. Wait, could we ask you just one more question? What is it? Why did you decide to write about the Founders in the first place?
Oh, that's a good question.
Have you ever wondered about where you came from? What do you mean?
This is just my own theory,
but I think one of the most important things in life is knowing your origins. That's why, it's what I want the people of the city to know, or rather to remember. Where we all came from, and where we're all going, do you see? Anyway, I really must go now. I hope you enjoy the next book in the series.
Get me out of here. I want to get away from Shrill Flute Player. I've got to find them. I'm about to give them a piece of my mind. That was fantastic, but we're still unsure of what all that nonsense was about. Where is Shrill Flute Player now? Where have you gone? What, you decided to stop? Is that you? Is it you, child? Is that you? You're making this horrific noise? He looks like a nice kid. They seem to be enjoying it. Now, let's not be mean. We'll go ahead. We'll leave. We'll leave. We're the ones with the problem. We'll leave. So, now, I'm kind of interested to go through and... I mean, I know we've got Gondor's quest to ascend her, and we could do that. I'm assuming this is Alexandria's. But I was kind of looking through the map, because we should have, technically, a lot of Ascension quests queued up and ready to go. Because I'm pretty sure that we've now maxed out the level of every class, and I'm not, well, reached level 10 with at least one character on every class. And I'm not seeing them, I'm not seeing an Ascension quest for Juniper, which I'm assuming would be over here. I am not seeing any for Melia. I'm not seeing any for crazy governor girl. We're just in Cadencia, and I didn't see any there. The Atia region, I don't think we have any question mark quests. Okay, we got one. That's something to do with Teach probably again, or someone over there. So that is one. And then I don't think we would have any up at the Cloud Keep. We have something here. Is that stupid pond I couldn't get across? I did get across it at one point. I did get across it. I don't know what that would be. Was that there? I wasn't there the last time we were up there. Okay. So that's close to Omega. That's an idea. Because that's where we got Kamaravi and we got Miyabi. So possibly, maybe, if we... Where was it? This direction, I guess? It seems unlikely, but maybe they've come back here for their ascension? Probably not. It's probably going to end up being something unrelated and uninteresting. Oh my gosh, what if it's more Dorn and Bam Bam? I guess we wrapped their quest up. How do I get up there? I am putting money on it being city related because it wasn't here the last time we were up here. In fact, there was literally nothing of interest whatsoever to do up here the last time we were up here. But the only things we've done since the last time we were up here is city quests. That's literally the only thing we've invested any time into is city-related missions. So this is probably going to be city-related as well. Why the city is up here, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. We'll probably find out once we get up here. Do we ever figure out who these guys are? Just Agnian skirmishers? From what? Omega? Omega's shut down. It's literally abandoned. So those guys are just wandering around up here. Maybe one of these escape antiludes is going to finally explain to us how to walk on the purple poison in the nearby cave. Oh, I would love for it to be a talking bunnet.